Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Thursday, eviction day, September 7th. And I did watch last night's show, but I can't for the life... Oh, Bobby Moynihan. You know what? Bobby, do you think Bobby's really a fan? Do you think that he honestly is a fan, or was he prepped beforehand with key things to say? I just gotta wonder. He's a good actor. He's been on SNL for years. He's an improv actor, obviously. So I frankly think he could have been told, hey, if you say this, it'll be good. And then he said it. I don't know. I haven't followed his account. But in order for me to believe he was a fan before he went on the show, I'd have to go back and look at his account and see mentions, 2 months ago about Big Brother. I don't think I will see that stuff, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone can tell me if I'm wrong. But he was still entertaining on the show. So, yeah. It was whatever it was. It wasn't... So Alex didn't appear to throw the comp. I don't know the exact number of times they did the overtime competitions. One person said 6. Somebody else told me 8. It's not that important. I was just kind of curious. I actually asked the Heath that does the competitions. I said how many. I was curious because I was like, how many? Because obviously they had a program in. Either someone was doing it by hand, pressing. Those are like controlled by air, and they all had to work together. So either someone was controlling them by, off-site, or it was programmed into some kind of a computer to do it. And I was just curious if they pre-programmed sequences, because obviously they had to do that for the questions. I guess Bobby Moynihan could have been getting, words to the ear, ask this. But my question was, how many did you do in advance? If you did 6 tiebreakers or 8 tiebreakers, did you have that many ready to go that you could just say, okay, new tiebreaker number 8, new tiebreaker number 9? But that was me and minutia and all that kind of stuff. So, but it wasn't a bad competition, that's for sure. Apparently, he said Heath came up with that idea back in Big Brother 14. So he's been waiting to use it for 3 years, or for 4 years. No, for 5 years. What am I talking about? This is 19, not 17. I thought it was good. They weren't really getting hit that hard. So it was more of a comical thing. But it was a memorization. It was a pattern. It was kind of fun. The comic-y kind of theme. Wasn't 14 the first year they did the blowing up of the... was that 14 when they did the blowing up? Was that the first year of the blowing up? Or was that 15? Anyways, it kind of has that Warner Brothers cartoon feel to it, with the crates popping open and then there being these contraptions inside. To me, it was another Wile E. Coyote moment, which is fine. I liked it. I didn't like the props in the diary room where Alex had on a headband and an ice bag on her head, kind of a thing. Okay, that was kind of silly. But memorizing the patterns and getting smacked around a little bit was kind of funny. So, and Bobby Moynihan was a good host. What else? No major feed news. Josh is still Josh is still pretty paranoid about Paul's game. Christmas still doesn't seem to be wanting to abandon Paul. She seems to want to hang on to Paul to help her get to the final 3. I was just hoping that at some point, Paul would go in the diary room and Josh would just go, all right, everybody, look, we've just got to agree to go against Paul. Let's get Paul out next, please, because he says he's taking all of us, and, but obviously they don't believe that he's telling Alec or Raven that he wants to take her to the final 2, even though he is. Alex the same. It's just I'm hoping it won't happen tonight. I know it won't happen tonight. So, speaking of tonight is the live eviction. It is a double eviction, which means it will be another fast-paced one. Somebody is going out second. I have no clue who. I don't think it'll be Paul. I would be ecstatic if it was Paul. Production would probably hate it if it was Paul. So that's why I don't think it's going to happen. Not to say that they can control things. They certainly can't, When Jeff went out, that wasn't certainly what they had hoped would happen back in Big Brother 11, right? Yeah, a long time ago. But, or 13, whichever it was. It doesn't matter. And Alyssa and Amanda I've cited before, they were kind of two big people to go out in a row on Big Brother 15. So yeah, it could be interesting. Jason's a big enough character at this point. He wasn't much of a game player, but then again, we don't have many big game players at all in this season. So second would be, the shocker would be Alex or Christmas or Josh. I don't know. Somebody's got to go, though. Somebody's got to go out second. I just don't know who it's going to be. Yeah. So that's where we're at. Because when Jason goes, we'll have Kevin, Raven, Alex, kind of all unaffiliated, Christmas, Josh, and Paul. That's it. Somebody's got to go out of those people second tonight. So we'll have to wait and see. There is still that tiny window of possibility that at the beginning, Kevin just gets up and walks out. I don't think he will. He said he would. I don't think he will. Maybe he'll walk out during the second half. I don't know. I imagine he will get a glimmer of hope that maybe things are going to work out and he's going to hang around later and then he'll, maybe go out second. I'm not sure. That's not necessarily the plan, but I'm just thinking out loud here. As Josh claims to be a super fan, and I think he is a fairly big fan, hopefully he realizes that double evictions are the time to make the real big mega moves. It is time to blindside someone and get them out when they aren't expecting it. But people argue with me in saying that no matter what, even if Paul got nominated second this week, tonight, he wouldn't get the votes. He wouldn't have the votes to go. I don't know. We'll have to see. It is at 9 o'clock tonight. Those of you that are in places that may not have it covered, I guess there's not any NFL tonight. It's on NBC. I saw Scott say that. But there may be other things going on there. And for those of you in Florida, wall-to-wall hurricane coverage, I would guess. Possibly still stuff going on in Houston. I don't know. I tweeted last night, and I wrote an article on BigBrotherGossip.com explaining how the 3 different ways that you can watch tonight's live show live if you don't have it in your area. Go to BigBrotherGossip.com, read it. There are, obviously there's the streams that get linked, tweeted out. I don't think those necessarily work for mobile devices very well because a lot of them involve Flash or something and it won't play on your phone. Some links will. I don't think the link I play does. The link that I usually tweet out does, but I'm just saying that's one option. Another option is to go to ustvnow.com. Is it .com? Whatever the link is, I have it on my site. I've talked about it briefly in the past. It is a free site. They charge for more, for upper channels like sports channels or, CNN, that kind of stuff. But ABC, NBC, CBS, PBS, and a couple other channels are all free. It's designed for overseas military or expats that live outside of the country. They would normally be willing to pay maybe $20 a month to be able to watch any channel or a lot of the major cable channels. But they'll let you watch those 6 channels for free. It is over the web only. You can actually stream it to your phone and tablet for free for the first month or so. So check it out if you're interested. I will warn you that I haven't used it very much lately, but I know that back a couple of years ago when the finale, when the live shows were going on, the channels would actually fill up. You'd go in and say, yeah, sorry, there's too many people watching already and we don't have enough space. So that's something that it may work for some people, but you may need to get in early, and I have been talking about it lately, so I may have flooded that option in the past couple of weeks for people. The last option was geolocation. I actually went back to my old tweet that I had written a few years ago, back in 2015. I checked the the plugin I had listed is actually no longer, it doesn't work with the current version of Firefox. So I found another plugin. I wrote a new article. And since I wrote that article 2 years ago, there's a lot more CBS affiliates that you can watch live. And actually, my closest affiliate didn't used to be one that you could watch live. You can now. So I read in Wikipedia that it says there's 124 markets. It used to be 30 CBS affiliates that you could watch live using your live option in CBS All Access. And according to Wikipedia, I couldn't find a list of all the stations, but Wikipedia says 124 markets. Now, maybe some markets are covered by the same channel. I don't know. But the point is, I tested a channel, the closest CBS affiliate to me that hadn't worked in the past, and it works now. So I think the odds are very high you'd be able to watch a nearby affiliate. And if not, and if you're in some place that may have like hurricane coverage tonight, you can use this program to say, hey, I'm in New York, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and it will show you the New York broadcast, the New York channel broadcast. So, or you're going to say Chicago, it'll show you the Chicago, which will be on the same time as the live show in the East Coast. So, check out that post. It is on BigBrotherGossip.com. I cannot offer tech support. If you can figure it out, I'm sorry. Ask your kid. They'll be able to do it for you. But it is an option. You do need a computer to do the geolocation. There may be a way to do it with your phone. I don't know of it, and I'm not going to even mess around with that. I gave people 3 options of ways to still watch it live. If not, catch it later. Sorry. I'm sorry you may miss it live, but in the end, just stay off social media, and you can avoid the news. You just have to learn to stay off social media. That's the toughest part for people. Just say, I'm going dark for 6 hours, and I'll watch it after midnight, or I'm going to go watch it tomorrow, or whatever. All right, that's what I got. Live eviction tonight, and hope you guys have a pleasant Thursday. I don't expect any major flipping to happen, but I would love it if it did. I would love to see Kevin walk out, or see Kevin get blindsided, or see something happen during the double eviction. No offense to Kevin fans, but I just want something to go not to Paul's plan. I just want things to blow up. And so far, there's no sign of that happening. All right? You guys have a wonderful Thursday, and I will talk to you all tomorrow or later on today on other media's devices like Periscope or whatever. All right, see you later. Bye-bye.